Pretty time I've seen it.
Yeah. So that'll be 80 years old, won't it?
They were built for the war.
Yeah, so 1940s. There's a
Yeah,
mouse.
There's a mouse there as well.
Come out for the camera.
Corps of Engineers, US Army, Airborne equipment, tractor crawler, gasoline. Fucking well, nothing in there. It looks pretty rusty.
Yeah.
It's a major rebuild. She might be a bloody strip out from the start, I think.
Yeah, because if that's been off that pipe,
Yeah.
there's water going straight in there, wouldn't it?
And a toter scraper, a grader, and a sheep's foot roller. And they built airfields in them on the islands. And these are the ones that made the first holes in the jungle for the first planes to land. Then they shipped them D7s and all the
Oh,
Where did this one come from, you know?
Well, it came from America, but I bought it from a guy out north of Auckland who imported it from America. His research tells it's the only one in the southern hemisphere, but I don't know. I've seen several in America in museums. And there's one in the Airborne Museum in Saint-Mary-en-Vaz in France when I went to the D-Day thing.
Oh, yeah.
They carry them in the DC-3s or glider,
Oh, yeah.
mostly gliders. But they're pretty lethal. When they had a Jeep or one of these in the glider and the glider crashed, which they frequently did, these things took the pilot's head off. When they didn't, they couldn't land. When they hit the bottom, they pretty well lashed down, didn't they?
New rings, bought 30 thou oversize. Well, she must have shim bearings. Took up bearings 2 thou. 66. New rings, 20 thou oversize. 67, new starter armature. New rings, 20 thou. In 73 she had new rings.
Jesus.
That's done a bit of work. Yeah. So the water was getting in there and...
Oh, well, I mean, it's 60. The bore is 60 thou over, we know that because we've got the original manual, but the crank and bearings are all buggered because, yeah, they even had shims in behind the shells, so not going any further with that one.
Wow, those bores don't look too flashy, do they?
Can't even move the pistons.
Alright.
This one here could be overhauled.
Yep. Is that the one he had that came with the machine?
Yeah, but it was in a different application. They came out in some early combines and whatnot, and different bow housing and front covers and all that sort of thing. And that's actually a magneto one.
Oh, okay.
And the original Waukesha is coil ignition.
Right.
So, but they could be changed. The blocks are identical.
Yeah.
Apart from the front covers, back covers, and
Oh, yeah. Oh, that ring gear doesn't look too flashy, does it?
no, but you just pop that off and turn it,
Yeah.
quarter a turn.
Oh well. Keep you busy for a while, won't it?
But you can see the condition. It looks like a manifold there, and you'll see the condition.
Yeah. Shocking, isn't it? Now that's got a bit of a...
Look at this for a crack.
What happened there?
Don't know.
Wow.
But it's even shattered the bearing here, so something's gone through it at some stage.
Do you have to reuse that part too, or...?
Yeah, I've got to, we'll
Oh.
preheat that housing and get that back down and grind it out and re-weld that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the forward reverse housing that those clutch packs go in.
Yeah.
And it's got that shaft over the top which drives the hydraulic pump.
All right.
So it's got a reverse clutch in there.
Yep.
Reverse clutch, forward clutch, reverse gear, which goes onto this, that one there.
Yeah. Got to remember how it all goes back together.
No, I don't, but we'll just have to work it out.
Yeah.
And of course half the teeth, there've been teeth off the bloody thing and everything, so the boys have bloody just ticked them up again. And
As well.
yeah. But it's just to get it running again, but I mean, all the plates are like the steel plates, we just rusted to hell and gone. But
Yeah.
they'll clean up and go back in again, but we'll get it running again. All these lock pins were buggered.
Yep.
Just to make some new ones of them.
It's coming along though, isn't it? Like Mike's done quite a bit over there.
Yeah.
Done all the tracks and that. They look good.
Well, it won't be bad once we get it all sorted and cleaned up. It won't take much to put it back together.
Yeah.
So,
hopefully make the show down in Wanaka, do you reckon?
yeah,
Easter
she's definitely on for Easter.
Nice. That'll be good.
Yeah, it's a must.
Mike reckons he's going to put a helmet on you and get you to drive it for the end of the video. Yeah, that'll look the part, eh? He's got a can of green paint, hasn't he?
Yeah, you have plenty of bloody Yankee paint over there, yeah.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Yeah. So, yeah, it'll go again.
Yep. Nice.
Like, it won't be 100%, but it'll be, well, they just do show pony stuff.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. It's not going to be putting roads in or anything, is it?
No.
Yeah.
I'll get all these gears, the teeth on them sandblasted now.
Right. Yeah.
And what that does, it puts a semi-rough finish on them, and then they
Right.
beat themselves out into it. Although we've had all those gears running together in the lathe, so
Be like a brand new one.
not quite.
Yeah.
Not quite.
As long as it moves under its own power, I guess that's the main thing, eh?
That's all we need.
Well, back end is being stripped down now.
It's had a major bash on the right hand track.
Yep.
And it's loosened up all this holder here and bent the bar for the track adjuster spring.
Oh, right.
So this is the good one.
Yeah.
The other one's away getting dismantled and repaired,
Okay.
straightened up. We'll get all these bits to the sandblaster and painting once
Yep.
we've tweaked them up a bit. This was the upright that held the front half of the track rails. The holes are all flogged here and all these, so we'll countersink them again and put cat track bolts in them.
Right. Yeah.
That'll stop them.
So she's done a few hours then?
Oh yeah, well it's had a major, it's either been dropped or had a major whack on the front right hand side. Nothing we can't fix.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll refurbish all the stuff. That'll all get sandblasted and
Yep.
painted, and out of that same gear that's coming from the States, it's 3 gallons of OD bloody green,
Oh yeah. Oh, nice one.
genuine army paint. So
That looks good,
splash
doesn't
that
it?
around when we're finished.
Yep.
I've got the radiator to go, away to get done.
Okay.
All this panel work, we haven't done anything with that yet, but we'll clean all that up
Yeah.
and fix all that up.
Being
And,
busy.
Yeah.
Brownie was saying you might be getting a laser rust remover. Did you ever get onto that?
No, I haven't got onto that yet.
Yeah, they're expensive, aren't they?
I don't know. I haven't followed it up, but it'd be good to do that.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it, but I looked into it and they look brilliant, eh? It just evaporates it.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, well, I must get onto that. The back end housing is out in the shed here.
Okay.
And as fortune would have it, or unfortune, we've got a D8 in the shed with the back end off it. So I thought we might be able to get the lift dozer back end and have a look at the comparison.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, wherever there's been an oil leak, it's mint, isn't it? Always the way.
And this is the blade. We won't do anything to it, just clean up. I just love all this genuine old signage and that bloody good stuff.
Nice. That's awesome.
75-year-old paint, hey?
Bit of lead in it.
But that plant Lachote bloody made the blade. They're the same people that made the scraper. It's coming.
Nice.
So we just cleaned all these bits up out of the back end. The
Yeah.
clutch packs are okay,
Oh wow.
so we'll put all that back together.
Doesn't actually look too bad once you.
No,
Okay. So the water must have stayed out of it.
yeah, there was oil in it when we drained it.
Nice.
But of course all the bearings, the cage bearings are buggered.
Yeah.
The final drive housing,
Yeah.
so if you get a picture of that
Yeah.
there, looking that way, that's the same as looking that way on that dozer.
Oh yeah. Perspective. Ooh, that's a monster, isn't it?
So basically that's the final drive back
Yeah.
into that dozer.
That is massive. What's happened to this one?
We've just taken all the ripper gear off to refurbish all the ripper holders. We're doing the reskinning the blade and yeah, just giving it a bit of a booster.
Makes my TD9 look like a little baby.
And that's a replacement engine for one of these tractors. We've got 3 of them.
Alright. That's impressive. That would get views just operating, just videoing that would get views.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we can get you up in the bush to have a look at one of them going. If you want.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, bigger they are, the better they do on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, do you want to come with me and we'll get stuck up to the rye?
Yeah, sure.
Have it at the rye engineering.
Okay. Yep.
Have a look at what they do in there.
Yep.
We've had to cut the old pins and bushes out.
Yep.
Because the original design was a group of 7, is it? 1, 2,
Yes.
7 track links.
Yep.
But all the, apart from the joining links, all the track pins were welded in. So we had to gas cut them out. Go on, Luke, you tell them.
Oh, and he's then ground all the old welds, pressed out the bushes. We machined new bushes and pins and pressed them all together and welded them up. And awesome handler.
Yeah. Brand
They were
new.
all rusted solid.
Yep.
Yeah, they didn't move at all.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with the rollers? We don't know yet.
Take them out, and Ben was thinking we should be able to put 4 bearings, deep groove ball bearings in the completely gone ones,
Yeah.
and the others will just free up.
Yeah. We've got to get these off there, off that shaft. But these are bolted. We've got to cut those and knock those out so that it frees this from that. Because you can't, they won't slide off the way, and they're probably seized on there. But
Yes.
And that there's broken. We saw that, so we'll fix it with that.
Oh yeah. Is that from the impact on the side?
I don't know, that's the side that was damaged. They welded some plates on the whole there.
So how long did it take them to do all this?
3 or 4 days probably. Yeah. He's machined every single pin.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
What, to do that?
Even cutting them apart, pressing them each one out.
Well, when you laid the 2 tracks side by side, one was way worse than the other one. It looked like somebody had rebuilt the other one.
Oh yeah.
And then we done the worst one first, only to find out that the one that looked good was the worst one to do.
Oh.
Yeah, like it was.
All the pins were actually seized in the bushes.
Oh really?
Yeah, or when somebody had tried to weld all the links up, and actually welded the links to the original.
Oh, that's handy.
No, it was, man, it looked good. Yeah, it looked real good. But,
Yeah.
that's been a good addition.
Yeah. I hope you're not charging me for all this.
Still haven't.
Oh no. I can give you a mention on this YouTube.
Oh, and he checked up each link had to be re-drilled too to take a pin.
Okay.
Taking some clearance.
Is that hard?
No, it's surprisingly soft. It's like
He's gone and got new bearings. So here, well, this one's a bit loose.
Yep.
So they're going to, what are you going to bush that?
Yep.
They'll put a bush in there
Okay.
and
Oh, they come up to funny.
drill it out to,
Pretty sure they are.
and this one here is the right shaft diameter, but so they'll machine that out,
Oh, okay. Alright.
clean the teeth up.
Big job, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think we're just going to grease those front idlers up too. Just,
Not too sloppy.
well, they they look pretty firm, don't they? That front idler?
You know, they look good.
Yeah. Really straight.
Dismantle that and straighten it out. And
Yeah. Make new guards for the track adjusters. All that stuff.
That's awesome.
Jump off it and mic it up, it's all in good nick. Screwed up. So.
yeah, you wouldn't have thought
Cool. Filmer?
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Have you started building your gear? It's just about to.
Does that rise up automatically as well?
Yeah, and it'll screw its way up. Yeah. Because at the moment, this air sitting perfectly level, like 0.02 of a mil per metre. It's easy to achieve if you've got the right equipment though.
Yeah. And what do you use to drill that out once it's all done?
So when we carbide tooling,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and we put that on the bar which is over on the wall over there. So that bar's got heaps of holes in it. You do the slot, you use the same motor.
Oh, that goes on there?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
And it bores it out.
oh.
You know, that's pretty good. A lot easier than mowing by hand. It sits in the V and I clamp it and I level the whole machine. And that way and that way. And then you know that all the bars are true to each other. I mean, that's all you can do without having a CNC machine. You can line them up perfectly, you know?
So it has to be pretty level for the machine to...
No, not to do with the machine. That's to do with the setup of all the bars in succession to each other. Yeah. Like if I set this one up level and then that one not level, then when it's moving, it wears the part considerably. I mean, I can line them up like that there in the bore, but that's not perfect because they've been worn out of one side only. So the centre and cone will actually pull it to one direction, which isn't ideal, you know. But yeah, so these bearings here, they keep my shaft all in line and stop the vibration when I'm spinning it. So essentially, it's like that there. Has a bar, rotates, it takes the cut out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when it's cutting, what sort of speed does it do when it's cutting?
It's about 180, 190 RPM.
Oh, okay.
It's the same thing as change it when it starts pattering.
Yeah, just so it winds its way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up or down depending on whether. Welding up would be nicest.
Right, yeah. That's interesting. I've never seen one of them.
Yeah, I did quite a lot of it in Aussie.
Yeah. Should have a YouTube channel. It's alright, eh? There's one guy cutting edge.
Yeah, he's the same thing, eh?
He gets a lot of views.
Yeah. He's an Aussie guy.
Yep. So did you have to replace many parts in there?
Yes, all the bearings
Yeah.
and new shaft for the winch. And some of the some of the gears all turned down, and
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, we had to do a bit of the stuff like that. But the actual clutch packs were okay. New brake bands, and these are all the shims and all that stuff.
Looking good.
Bearings, and we've had to trim up these shafts and recut the threads on these. That's what the drive sprockets run on.
Right.
And these faces here were built up and machined down.
Yep.
And we've rebuilt all the rollers. One
Yeah.
rollers that's on the frame over there.
All right.
And a new that was missing. That's a drive for the chain drive to the winch.
Yep.
So we manufactured a new one of those.
Oh, wow. Who did that for you? RN?
Ryan, yeah, they're bloody good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
Very clever, those.
Nice.
We've been told by my mate in America that the orientation of the gear in here is not quite right. Because they couldn't get it to lift up anymore. It's been altered so that the bowl lowers lower than that, and that's full height. It's got to come up higher than that, so we've got to take these off here. But everything, I mean, there's nothing really worn out on it, except maybe something in here. So we're just going to paint it up. And
The rams all good, are they?
yeah, we think so. But I'll show you where they completely rebuilt the Dozer rams. These are easily got out. We can rebuild these if we have to.
Yeah.
But they've got leather cups and that in them, so chances of them not leaking are pretty slim.
Yeah.
They manufacture these latches from a photograph.
All right.
They go on the side, they're the ballast boxes, and the side.
Yep.
These are the rams, completely rebuilt.
Yeah.
They machined the same slots in them that were in the originals.
Oh, okay.
These are original, these are original. Yeah. The pipes are original, but everything else is new. Oh, those cradles are original.
Wow. Were the old ones just too worn out inside?
Well, the barrels were pitted, and these are new spears.
Wow.
And we machined them to fit conventional seals.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you can't see that, but
RM do all that?
Yep, they did all of that.
Nice.
Good. Clever buggers.
Yeah, they put a lot of time into it, look at that. Nice.
I mean, they look pretty agricultural, but that's how they were.
Yeah. Yeah.
So these are all ready for cleaning out and painting.
Okay.
Radiator's done, as you can see. Hydraulic pump, we think's okay. We've got to clean it up, of course.
Yeah.
But it pumps, so yeah, it's good enough.
Yep.
And the fuel tank, and I've got some stuff that you pour in it and slosh it around. It puts a coating on the inside, but the inside's pretty good.
Right.
But we'll improve that.
Stop any rust coming off and things up.
Yeah. So they cut the arse out of it just to check it all out and then put a new piece in.
Oh yeah.
All these have been reconditioned,
Yep.
welded up and tidied up, and I've painted it all on, just turned out ready for painting.
Yeah. Okay. It's a real piece of history, really, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But we'd have been struggling without the original book, and I'll show you that. But the information in there is just, you know, pretty amazing.
Yeah. Not like the manuals today.
No,
Very basic.
but these part numbers, especially for the bearings, a lot of the bearings, the part numbers cross over, and you can get them.
Okay.
Not all of them, but we got quite a few bearings off that quoted these part numbers, and they looked it up and had a crossover number.
Oh, okay. Oh. So you get them locally, or do you have to?
Bearings and transmission.
Yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they? Yeah.
If they can't get them, no one can.
No, that's it.
Yeah, this is pretty much what we had.
Yep.
That motor came out of the machine.
Yep.
And when we started stripping it down, like I was pulling valve guides out with the valves. That's how bloody seized up it was.
Yeah.
And I mean, even on the bearings, they had shims under the actual bearings themselves. So obviously, well past its use by date.
Yeah.
It was something bloody shocking. So it was pretty much right off, because that crankshaft was absolutely stuffed.
Yeah.
And so is the bore. Still haven't even got the pistons out of it. There was another motor that came with it. It's probably rebuildable, that one, but the shaft's still alright. But pistons are just totally seized in there, but you could get them out. Yeah. And then Mike decided to get another engine sent out with a wee scoop out of the States.
Yeah.
And even though it wasn't very bloody nice either, it had sludge on the bottom of it, about 2 inches thick, and
Yeah.
but it checked out all right bearing wise and everything, and we put new rings in the other one.
Yep.
And got rid of most of the shit out of it, and we'll see how it goes.
Oh yeah. So you just keep this for spares if you ever need it?
Yeah. Yeah, that one's probably rebuildable.
Yeah.
The one we got out of the States had a mag on it,
Yep.
so we changed all that back to coil,
Okay.
like the original one.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, look at the state of it.
Yeah.
Sandblasted the manifold off the original one and blew about 6 holes in it.
Yep. And you can see all the sludge in the bottom here.
Yeah.
Taking on a bit of water.
I mean, look at the state of the bloody oil. Seized totally.
Yeah.
But anyway,
You made it work?
I can tell you, my near on 60 years as a bloody mechanic, this would have tested me more than anything. Trying to tune, you know, bloody dogs into honey.
Yeah.
But anyway, it'll go again.
Yep. Nice.
And this is what we've got in here. There we go.
Oh yeah. Looking good.
So we got to put another. It's got a different starter on it now. Couldn't
Yep.
track one of them down. They were absolutely stuffed.
Okay.
And we'll put it over the alternator. And that's
good.
the only modded stuff on it. But
Yeah. So you haven't run it yet?
no, I haven't run it yet. No,
Yep.
she's all ready to go.
Sweet.
Petrol oil and she'll go.
Oh yeah. It's looking good, eh?
So we just throw it straight in the dozer and run it in that. Gearboxes are in there now.
Yep.
Done all them. Those bloody gearboxes are as bad as condition as that engine out there.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah, I see REM have done a bit of work on the gearbox and that, haven't they?
Oh yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Lily?
Yeah, they did all the rebuild stuff for us, and
Yep.
a bloody good job they did.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, that's looking good. So the carburetor, what's that off? Is that?
That's the original. We actually got a new kit for that.
Oh wow.
Governors were absolutely rooted, so yeah, done all the governor up.
Yeah.
They're actually whole governor controlled. There's no idle or anything. The governor controls all that. But I mean, I looked at the whole thing and I thought, gee, 1942 or whatever when they made them, it's they got some real good things on them, you know,
Yeah.
for that era. I mean, the plates and all that were stuffed in the only Ford reverse packs.
Yeah.
So I actually made some spacers.
Alright.
Made them out of an old saw blade over there in the corner. So I needed something that was, yeah,
Yeah.
because I had to pack them out because they were getting quite out on their adjustment. So
So everything's basically finished, just ready to be bolted on now, is it?
Basically,
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
Winch is there, the oil pump, hydraulic pump's there,
Yep.
hydraulic tank there. Yeah. All the levers to hook up.
Yeah.
Wait on the springs for those, but they'll work.
this is all just temporary bloody wiring.
Yeah.
Get it going. You got the Sparky coming over to wire everything up. This will be interesting, a bloody year of blood, sweat and bloody tears, and see what bloody happens. It'll probably all blow up in my friggin' face.
Have you had it turning over on the starter motor?
No. No, you haven't even got oil pressure up. What do we got? We need an oil pressure gauge. Oh, it's already on. Oh, shit.
Just a little bit of an extension on it, Granny.
Yeah, good.
Someone's going to be in trouble if it does. Good fairly decent radiator for a little engine.
Yeah, well there's no thermostats in them.
Alright.
So I reckon we should put one in. It's time to commit. Put the bypass in and put it. Hold your finger over that oil port there.
We've got no fuel on, but you don't want
I
that
don't
yet.
want fuel yet. As soon as you get oil coming up there, tell me.
Plenty of oil. No, go under that, go that way.
Oh, yeah.
Then I'm not going to knock it off and shoot myself in the screwdriver sparks.
Can you get in there though? Ready?
Yeah.
She's all falling off to us.
You rough bastard.
Yeah.
You like that?
Put this on the edge.
Wants to go.
Oh, click, click.
There's a starter stone engaged.
No, I think it's just those bloody gears have been all built up in there and... Oh!
Chuck a bit of grinding paste in there.
I don't think the starter was to go around with it.
I don't know. It's a gear, it's a step down. I wonder if it is picking up on the flywheel slightly on the starter. Or do you think it's the gears in the gearbox?
I think it's just gears in the gearbox, isn't it? Because there's no load on that hydraulic pump and it's two counter shafts, so they're just flopping around.
Yes, it possibly needs a hydraulic pump on that side to balance it a bit.
Yeah. You'd have a look.
Just leave that cover back on, will you?
Yeah, certainly is.
Well, the hook that clutches up to the little bloody resistance on them too, eh? So we've got that off.
The compression there.
It certainly has. Oh, too tight. There's a fine line, isn't there, between right and wrong?
Well, we might have to do this later when we get the right lever on. It's in and locking. That's going to be enough to give it a run. Put that clip back. Putty clearance we got there, we've got quite a bit, haven't we? So, I'll tighten this back one up as well. That's better. Make it look. Right, well that should make everything dry. happy with that. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm happy. Always happy.
And the water hasn't even moved. That's a good sign.
Yep.
Not burning water.
So what have we got to do with the...
Well, just a wee bit over it. That's good. That's where it was. Clean.
Gears all seem to work alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, steering clutches are working. The brakes are working. Everything's working.
We won't really be able to tell the adjustment until we get the tracks.
No, that's right. We can load on. I think that'll need a bit more.
The boys have been busy this week. Got the gauges on. She's all wired up. Looking good. Nice seat. That's brilliant. Alright, that's the key. That's the starter. That's taking shape now, isn't it? So they've stripped down the scraper and they're painting it now. And he's painted the blade as well. Good.
Yep. It was turning to the left, so that one, obviously this one's slipping, and see that one's, I'll bring both these back a bit, I think. I'll just leave those brakes loose till we get a good workout. Don't need to adjust in anymore, don't we? Because the brakes are working, like,
Yeah.
and you've still got locks on your rack. That's good.
Yeah, sure.
See if it works.
Got to be happy with that.
Very happy with that. It's almost an anticlimax, isn't it? To keep going.
Not really.
No, shit, no.
I was
Not,
the first to drive it.
yeah, you were. Good on you.
Probably in 60 years.
Yeah, right there too.